Hello and welcome to Making a Decision Maker. If you had seen our video on kettle husbandry, you'll know at the end of that film that we had a decision to make. And that was what to do with the final thing that was left over from repurposing the kettle. And here it is, this little bit of plastic with metal in the middle. There was two suggestions, one of which was to make a decision maker with a spinner, and the other one was to make a bell. Decision maker, bell, decision maker. Anyway, I couldn't decide, which is ironic under the circumstances. So I thought, well, I'm going to make both. First of all, I had to make the spinner and the spinner's pointer. So for a pointer for the spinner, I got a cable clip and I bent it back to make it straight like this. And for the spinner, I found an old file, plastic one, because that's going to be tougher. And I cut a circle out of that and then made it into this 8 sections like this. I chose 8 sections because it's so much easier to divide something into 8 sections than 5 or 6. And then I painted it lots of different colours. The cable clip stays fairly firm in one place. It's the spinner that spins round like this. See? I decided to make each segment a different colour because that was going to match something which will help you make decisions, because each colour would match a particular decision. And when I was painting this spinner, this part, I noticed that the paint splodged over the edge and onto some paper underneath. Well, when you're an inventor, there's no such thing as mistakes. There's only happy accidents. So I took the splodgy bits and there they are, and I made them into a flower. Each of those petals on the flower are decision-making solutions. Each of those petals have got a different answer to the question about what decision should I make. And when I did that, I thought, how am I going to decide what to tell people to do, to make their decisions? There are loads of decisions we could make. What am I going to write on each of those 8 sections? So I went for a walk. Everybody's got a different decision to make. My decision is, what shall I do next? The best decisions we make are when we think about our surroundings, when we take time to think about what we're going to do, and when we become aware of the implications of things. All the parts of my decision maker have actually included things that we do to make ourselves more mindful. These are the choices that I arrived at for my 8 categories, but you probably arrive at different choices if you have a go at making one, and I hope you do. Take a walk, check the facts, ask a friend, notice your surroundings, take a deep breath, listen to the sounds, speak your thoughts, look at an object, your decision choices. Then I still had the bell to make. I said I'd make 2 things. I'd made the decision maker, but I hadn't made the bell. I left it for a couple of days because I didn't know how to make a bell. And then it occurred to me that in my bicycle box, in my toolbox, there was an old broken bicycle bell. Here it is. So that was ideal, but I had to fix it on somehow. Well, also in the bicycle toolbox was a valve for pumping up balls. which you use with the bicycle pump, a lid of some puncture repair glue, and a useful shaped washer from a brake assemblage. So these were all just lying around, so I worked out a way of fitting them all together. I was so pleased that this worked. So I'd made the bell and got somewhere to balance the bell on. I quite like the look of that. So I needed a striker to strike the bell. Well, there was still the odd bit of the kettle, a little bit of plastic. And I found a chain, which I fixed to it. And this is from a doorknob, just a spare. It fell over. Back to the drawing board. It fell over. So I found a rubber door stopper and I fixed that to the bottom. And now if we assemble it, try that. Still goes ding and it doesn't fall over. So pleased. Right. So this is how it works. I've got to make a decision. What am I going to do next? So I spin the decision maker. What does it end up on? It ends up on the purple. What does purple say? Purple says, take a walk, which is what I shall do. But just to make sure that I actually follow that decision and don't say, oh, I'll spin again, we go, decision made. And then we go for our walk. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've got loads of ideas yourself of how you make decisions, and maybe have a go at making a decision maker yourself, and have fun. Whatever you do, have fun. And I'll see you in the next video, which will be out in another week or so, and it's going to be a story. Okay, look forward to seeing you then. Bye.